Chapter 1 and verse 1.
We're dealing with spiritual warfare. We're in the book of Job, chapter 1, verse 1.
And what does it read? Read it.
It reads, there was a man in the land of Uz, whose name was Job.
Yes.
And that man was perfect and upright.
Wait a minute. Only God is perfect and upright. But Job strove to be perfect and upright. And the book always tell you that in the eyes of the Lord, like Zacharias and Elizabeth was perfect in their generation. Enoch was perfect in his generation. But the real perfection is when you become God. Continue, Black Ice. Perfect and upright Job was. Go ahead.
And one that feared God and eschewed evil.
What? The book said that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, Black Ice. So you ain't got no fear of God, you don't have no wisdom. Come on, Black Ice. Verse 2.
And there were born unto him 7 sons and 3 daughters.
And what else?
His substance also was 7,000 sheep.
Yeah.
3,000 camels.
Yes.
500 yoke of oxen.
Yes.
500 she-asses. And a very great household, so that this man was the greatest of all the men of the east.
So now, to make a long story short, Job was blessed with children, and he was blessed in substance and riches. A rich man. So now, but they had a feast. They were feasting in each other's houses. And skip down to verse 5, and let's look at what happened. And let's look what righteous men and righteous women do toward their households. Come on, Black Eyes, verse 5.
Verse 5.
Yes.
And it was so, when the days of their feasting were gone about, that Job sent and sanctified them.
Separated them. Go ahead, Ice.
And rose up early in the morning and offered burnt offerings according to the number of them all.
Go ahead, Ice.
For Job said, it may be that my sons have sinned and cursed God in their hearts. Thus did Job continually.
So now Job is offering a sin offering to the Lord just in case his children have sinned. And boy, that's you talking about life insurance. That is life insurance, Black Ice. Yeah. When your parents can pray for you, pray for my child. How about praying for your own child? I understand the request, but who know you or who know your children better than you?
That's right.
So maybe you are their best advocate. Now, let's look at what happened during the process of time. Verse 6, Ice.
Verse 6.
Yeah.
Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord. And Satan came also among them.
Go ahead, Ice.
And the Lord said unto Satan, whence comest thou? Then Satan answered the Lord and said, from going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it. So
this is, see, Satan the devil is cast down to the earth. He cannot go back home to heaven. So your home going or your homecoming, the only one in the Bible that wants to go back to heaven is Satan the devil.
That's knowledgeable.
Thy will be done, where, Ice?
On earth.
As it is in heaven. But continue.
Verse 8. And the Lord said unto Satan, hast thou considered... I'm sorry, verse 7.
Wait a minute, Black. Yeah. Read verse 7 again. I want to show you something here. Go ahead, Black Ice.
And the Lord said unto Satan, whence comest thou? Then Satan answered the Lord and said, from going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it.
No. That should have said, from going back and forth in the earth, and from crawling up and down in it. Seeing that he was a serpent in the Garden of Eden, Black Ice.
So they say, Brother Julius.
But we read right here was going to and fro in the earth and walking. We just busted a myth that Satan the devil is a snake. No, he's a serpent because of the way that he crept up on a woman smooth.
It's only an adjective, brothers and sisters, to describe the type of being that Satan was.
What do you call a person, Black Ice, that's low down, sneaky, conniving, or no good what?
You call him a snake.
A no good snake in the grass.
It's only an adjective.
Walking on 2 feet. Y'all just learned something here. Snakes don't talk or they walk. This is none other than Satan the devil. Revelation the 12th chapter, I'll give you all his titles. Verse 8, Black Eyes, continue.
And the Lord said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job?
Have you checked out my servant Job? Because you know he did already. Go ahead.
That there is none like him in the earth. A perfect and upright man, one that feareth God and eschewed evil.
And hates evil and stays away from evil, Black Ice. But watch this right here.
Then Satan answered the Lord and said, does Job fear God for naught?
Why would Satan ask the Lord if he didn't know about Job? He told you I've been going to and fro on the earth. The Bible said resist the devil and he will what, Ice?
Flee.
Wait a minute. The Bible said be careful for the devil walketh about seeking whom he may devour. If your God is not up, he gonna get you. He got Eve, didn't he? He got Adam through Eve. Sound like what she tried to do through Job now, huh? Come on, Ice.
Number 10.
Yes.
Has not thou made a hedge about him?
Don't you got your angels protecting those hedges? Go ahead.
And about his house.
And about his household. What?
And about all that he have on every side.
You mean his cattle, his livestock, everything that he got, Ice? Go ahead.
Thou hast blessed the work of his hands, and his substance is increased in the land.
Why not? He served God and he righteous. The book said, blessed are the righteous, for they shall inherit what, Ice?
The earth.
There you go. No difference. Come on, brother.
11.
Here we go.
But put forth thine hand
Wait a minute. Satan is asking God
for permission
to do him a favor.
Right.
But do what, Black Ice?
But put forth thine hand now and touch all that he has.
And wait a minute. You mean the Lord told you that the earth is mine and the fullness thereof. I have mercy on whom I will. I kill whom I will. The devil can't touch you. You are reading right now without permission from God. Put forth thy hand. And touch all that he got. And what?
And he will curse you to your face.
But he will curse you to his face. Go ahead.
And the Lord said unto Satan.
And the Lord said unto Satan. Not Satan said to the Lord. The Lord is dictating this, sister and brother. He runs it. Come on, Ice.
Look, all that he has is in your power. Only upon himself put not forth your hand. So Satan went forth from the presence of the Lord.
So now, here we go. This is all he needed to hear. How long did this take, Ice? He went immediately, didn't he?
That's right.
He went because he walking about seeking whom he may devour. As long as you serving God, the devil can't touch you because he got his angel around you. The Kimbe Matumbo, remember that? No, not here.
Or as we said here on the Bible radio show, The Truth Hour, the devil can't win.
Playing God's game. So he got to play the game. And God got to let him win. So he think. Hint, hint. Come on, Ice. I'm having fun. Come on, brother. Verse 13.
Verse 13.
Yeah.
And there was a day when his sons and his daughters were eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house.
Yes.
And there came a messenger unto Job and said, the oxen were plowing.
Yes.
And the asses feeding beside them.
Yes.
And the Sabians fell upon them.
The Arabs fell upon them. Go ahead.
And took them away.
Yes.
Yeah, they have slain the servants with the edge of the sword.
They killed your servants.
And I only am escaped alone to tell you about it.
Because he has to be a witness. Come on, Black Ice.
While he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, the fire of God is fallen from heaven and have burned up the sheep and the servants and consumed them. And I only am escaped alone to tell you about it.
Got the children first. Now, the livestock. Messing with Job's riches. Come on, Black Ice.
Brothers and sisters, this is a classic case of what we say all hell is breaking loose.
All hell is breaking loose.
When you in your life saying, man, it seemed like everything in my life is going wrong. What else could possibly happen?
And then something else breaks loose worse. On top of that, come on, Ice.
Verse 16.
Yes.
While he was yet speaking.
While the servant was yet speaking. Imagine you just heard some devastating news. All your children is no longer. Your servants are dead. Your cattle is gone. What more can this do? Come on, Black Ice.
While he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, the fire of God is fallen from heaven.
No, which was really the fire of Satan. Go ahead.
And the servants and consumed them, and I only escaped alone to tell you about it. While he was yet speaking, there came another and said, the Chaldeans made out 3 bands and fell upon the camels.
The Gentiles are come against them. Go ahead, Ice.
And have carried them away.
Yes.
And slain the servants of the edge of the sword, and I only escaped alone to tell you about it.
All right, now that's enough, Black Eye. That's enough for a person to have a desire to commit suicide.
But check this out.
But
Verse
what else
18.
can happen? You mean it gets worse?
While he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, thy sons and thy daughters were eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house. And behold, there came a great wind from the wilderness and smote the 4 corners of the house. And it fell upon the young men, and they are dead.
What?
And I only am escaped alone to tell you.
A tornado done come, which is a windstorm. And you know what tornadoes do. They kill and they devastate. No warning, just popped up and killed everybody. Except the witness. Come on, Black Ice.
Verse 19.
Watch
and
this.
behold, there came a great wind from the wilderness of the four corners of the house, and it fell upon the young men, and they are all dead, and I only am escaped to tell thee. Then Job arose and rent his mantle and shaved his head and fell down upon the ground and worshipped.
And did what, Black Ice?
And worshipped.
And said what, Ice?
And said, naked came I out of my mother's womb.
I came out of my mother's womb by myself. Go ahead.
And naked shall I return there.
And naked I'm going to return. I came in the world with nothing, and I'm departing with nothing.
The Lord giveth, and the Lord taketh away.
Wait a minute. The Lord giveth, and the Lord taketh away. Black Ice, when your son was diagnosed with bone cancer, and it was terminal, and you did everything you could, you even looked to the most popular place to take him to save his life. Sisters and brothers, this is a testimony of faith. And he said, Brother Julius, I need some words. I need some word from God. I am at disarray. My bowels have been ripped out of me. Come on, Ice, come on.
And brothers and sisters, at that point, you have a choice. Do we give up? Do we roll up in a ball? And do we walk away from what we know to be the truth? And for a moment, you may even do that, because for a moment, I did it, brothers and sisters. I was angry, and we're going to get angry. There's nothing that in this Bible that says that you're not going to get angry, brothers and sisters. But we're talking about dealing and managing with your pain.
What kept you from cursing God?
Well, brothers and sisters, at the end of the day, I needed to believe that his word said that my son would be resurrected. And that there was a resurrection, and that there is a resurrection, brothers and sisters. And I have faith and belief and hope that we will be reunited according to his word.
According to what, Black Ice?
According to his word. We're talking about preparing for spiritual warfare.
Jesus told Martha, I am the resurrection. Martha said, I know in the last day that I will see my brother Lazarus. I'm the resurrection. Believe in me. To show you my power, roll back the stone and show me where you laid him. Not come down from heaven. Show me where you laid him. And then he said, Lazarus, come forth.
Preparing for spiritual warfare, part 2, brothers and sisters. We're going to go ahead and start part 3. Wow.